So one of the things about being a cancer survivor is that you really learn to look on the bright side, and because you kind of go, hey, I don't have cancer anymore, so I'll deal with this. So for me, there are a lot of silver linings with my Indiana pouch, mostly caused by how incontinent I was. My urologist was new. I had just retired, and it was the first time I had met him when I had my recurrence and needed to go immediately to radical cystectomy. And when he asked me if I had any incontinence to decide if he could recommend the Neo, I just burst out laughing and started giggling because the incontinence was so bad. So the first one is, I sleep through the night. I literally had not slept through the night since our cameraman, who's now 29, was born. So that's my biggest silver lining. What's one of your favorite things about the Neo?
I have to say honestly that I'm really not hardly different than I was before.
Think about that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
You have a whole new organ.
Yep.
You're cancer free.
Yep.
And it's barely different.
Barely different.
That's amazing.
I know.
My next one is because of the incontinence. So, when I was out at a show or a concert, we'd get to, first of all, I always had to have a seat on the aisle, and we'd get to intermission, and as the lights were coming up, I literally would be trampling people running to the ladies' room, because that's how bad my incontinence was. And now, I pre-order a glass of wine and I go get my glass of wine at intermission. I am no longer trampling people. My life is not ruled by incontinence, and that's pretty cool.
Okay. Well, as I said, I'm pretty much as before. So I sit down on the toilet to empty my bladder. I can sleep through the night most nights, and sometimes I wake up to empty.
Easy.
Easy.
Yeah. My other silver lining is I can be as active as I want to be. I can, do whatever I want. I was so afraid that there would be limitations when I heard the word bladder removal, and no limitations is really, to me, just such a benefit. I don't, whenever I ask my surgeon, he's like, oh, stop, just go live your life. Oh, stop, just go live your life.
Well, as far as limitations, I am a cautious person, and so just made the decision to be a little more aware. So I don't lift things as heavy as I did before. I can lift up to a certain point, and after that, I'll step aside and ask my husband to do it, just to err on the side of caution. Neobladder is low risk for hernia, but there is the potential for it, and I've had this massive rearranging of my abdomen. So just to be cautious, if something is super heavy, I may defer to someone else.
Yeah. And then I think we both have a silver lining that, I think you were the first person who put it this way to me, which is no one will know about this if we don't tell them.
Right.
I have not been a person who's ever worn a two-piece bathing suit in my life, but I believe you have worn a two-piece.
I do. I wear a two-piece. My scar is barely noticeable. It has really faded. I don't wear a super low bikini, but I do wear a two-piece, and frankly, no one would really know me. They might think I had my appendix out or something. Yeah. There's just a little scar.
Yeah. And there is something about nobody can tell.
No, one can tell.
Yeah. So there are a lot of good things about these two dimensions.
A huge amount.
A lot.
Huge amount.
And one of the best things is the friends you make.
Oh my gosh, the biggest silver lining of having gone through this whole experience is the friends that I've made in the bladder cancer community, including Sandy.
Yep, it really is.